The year 1862 was marked by turmoil and heartache, with the nation embroiled in the Civil War. Amidst this chaos, President Abraham Lincoln faced a personal tragedy that would forever haunt the corridors of the White House. His beloved son, Willie, just 11 years old, fell gravely ill with typhoid fever, a disease that swept through the Capitol like a dark shadow. As the war raged on outside, the Lincoln family was ensnared in a different battle, one against the relentless grip of illness. The once vibrant laughter that filled the halls was replaced by an unsettling silence, echoing the deep sorrow that enveloped the household. Mary Todd Lincoln, overwhelmed with worry, watched helplessly as her son's condition deteriorated. This somber chapter in history would not only impact the Lincolns, but also leave an indelible mark on the very fabric of the White House itself. In the dimly lit rooms of the White House, a profound silence envelops Mary Todd Lincoln as she grapples with the unbearable loss of her beloved son, Willie. The once vibrant laughter that filled the halls has been replaced by an oppressive gloom, shadows dancing across the walls, mirroring her heartache. Mary, frail and distraught, clutches Willie's favorite toy, her tears glistening in the flickering candlelight. Each sob echoes through the empty rooms, a haunting reminder of the joy that has been snatched away. The air is thick with sorrow as she recalls his playful spirit, now extinguished by the cruel hand of fate. In this moment, the weight of her grief feels insurmountable, a chasm that seems to swallow her whole. As she whispers his name into the darkness, the room holds its breath, mourning alongside a mother who has lost her child. In the dimly lit parlor of the White House, Mary Todd Lincoln sits at a table, her fingers trembling as she clutches a crystal ball. Flickering candles cast dancing shadows on the walls, illuminating her tear-streaked face, filled with desperation. The air is thick with incense, mingling with her sorrow as she whispers incantations, hoping to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. "Willie, my sweet boy," she pleads, her voice quivering. "If you can hear me, please come back." Each flicker of candlelight seems to respond, heightening her anticipation. The room is silent, yet she feels the weight of her grief pressing down, urging her to continue. The echoes of her lost son linger in her heart, driving her to seek solace in the supernatural. In this haunting moment, her love and despair intertwine, revealing the depths of a mother's anguish. The camera glides through the present-day White House, cloaked in darkness, as night envelops its historic halls. Flickering lights cast unsettling shadows, creating an atmosphere thick with tension. The silence is palpable, broken only by the soft creaks of the old buildings settling into the night. Empty hallways stretch endlessly, adorned with portraits of past presidents, their eyes seemingly following every movement. The air feels heavy, as if the very walls hold secrets and stories of sorrow. Each step echoes ominously, amplifying the unease that lingers in the air. The flickering lights dance like restless spirits, hinting at the presence of something beyond the living. This haunting silence sets the stage for the eerie events that are about to unfold, as the past and present collide in a chilling reminder of the White House's tragic history. As the clock strikes midnight, 2 security guards patrol the dimly lit corridors of the White House, their footsteps echoing softly against the marble floors. They exchange mundane banter, discussing their favorite movies and what they'll eat for breakfast. The atmosphere is thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the occasional flicker of overhead lights. Suddenly, a chill sweeps through the hallway, causing one guard to shiver involuntarily. They brush it off, attributing it to the cold air. As they continue their rounds, an unexpected sound, a faint whisper, drifts through the air, making them pause. The guards glance at each other, uncertainty creeping into their expressions. The mundane routine is shattered as shadows seem to dance along the walls, hinting at something otherworldly lurking just beyond their sight. Little do they know, the night is about to take a terrifying turn. As the guards patrol the dimly lit halls of the White House, A soft, almost playful laughter begins to echo through the corridors, sending shivers down their spines. The sound is faint, yet unmistakable, weaving through the silence like a ghostly whisper. They exchange nervous glances, their expressions a mix of confusion and anxiety, questioning the reality of what they are hearing. "Did you hear that?" one guard asks, his voice barely above a whisper. The other nods, eyes wide with unease, as the laughter continues, lingering in the air like a haunting melody. The atmosphere thickens with tension, each echo amplifying their unease. They try to rationalize the sound, but deep down, they know something is amiss. The laughter, innocent yet eerie, seems to beckon them, drawing them closer to the unknown, heightening the suspense of the night ahead. One of the guards, feeling a mix of curiosity and dread, decides to investigate the source of the laughter echoing through the empty halls. As he steps cautiously toward the Lincoln bedroom, the atmosphere thickens with an eerie tension. Each footfall seems amplified in the stillness, and the flickering lights cast unsettling shadows that dance along the walls. Suddenly, he hears rapid footsteps, as if someone is darting away from him. His heart races, the laughter now morphing into a haunting echo that sends chills down his spine. He hesitates, torn between the urge to uncover the mystery and the instinct to retreat. The door to the Lincoln bedroom looms ahead, a threshold between the known and the unknown. With every nerve on edge, he pushes the door open, ready to confront whatever awaits him inside, heightening the suspense of this unfolding mystery. The guard, heart racing, follows the sound of a child crying, a sound that echoes eerily through the empty halls of the White House. As he approaches the Lincoln bedroom, a chilling sight greets him. There, framed by the moonlight streaming through the window, stands a pale boy dressed in tattered 19th century clothing. His ghostly figure stares out into the night, lost in a world of his own. The guard's breath catches in his throat as the boy's haunting presence sends shivers down his spine. The contrast between the boy's innocent appearance and the somber history of the room creates a moment of sheer terror. The guard's instincts scream at him to flee, yet he feels an inexplicable pull towards the child. The atmosphere thickens with tension as the guard grapples with the reality of what he is witnessing, setting the stage for a chilling revelation. The guard, heart racing, calls out to the pale boy, "Hey, are you lost?" The boy turns slowly, his eyes reflecting a sorrowful wisdom beyond his years. In a barely audible whisper, he replies, "Father will never leave me." The words hang in the air, heavy with emotion and a sense of longing. Before the guard can process this chilling revelation, the boy vanishes into thin air, leaving behind only the echo of his voice and an unsettling silence. The guard stands frozen, shock coursing through him as he grapples with what he just witnessed. The atmosphere thickens with suspense, the weight of the moment pressing down on him. The audience, too, is left in a state of disbelief, wondering about the implications of the boy's words and the haunting presence that now lingers in the air, amplifying the mystery surrounding the White House. As we delve into the haunting legacy of Willie Lincoln, historians provide insight into the numerous encounters with his spirit throughout the years. They recount tales of various presidents and White House staff who have reported eerie experiences linked to Willie's ghost. From the flickering lights in the Lincoln bedroom to the soft sounds of a child's laughter echoing through the halls, the presence of Willie has become a part of the White House's history. Historians note that these encounters are not isolated incidents. They span decades, with many witnesses describing a sense of sorrow and longing associated with the spirit. The emotional weight of Willie's untimely death seems to linger, creating an atmosphere of unresolved grief. As they share these stories, the historians emphasize the deep connection between the Lincolns and the White House, making Willie's haunting a poignant reminder of love and loss. As the nights pass in the White House, the haunting of Willie Lincoln escalates, transforming from a mere presence into something far more sinister. Staff members report unsettling occurrences, doors slamming shut, cold drafts sweeping through the hallways, and the feeling of being watched. The air thickens with dread as the ghost's frustration grows. When ignored, Willie's spirit becomes violent, throwing objects and creating chaos that sends shivers down the spines of those on duty. The once mundane routine of the night shifts is now fraught with tension and fear. Each unexplained noise amplifies the urgency to acknowledge the spirit, as the staff realizes that neglecting his presence only provokes his wrath. The haunting is no longer a curiosity. It's a matter of survival as they grapple with the reality of a ghost desperate for attention, and perhaps for peace. The atmosphere thickens as our modern-day staff member, Alex, stands in the dimly lit corridor of the White House, his heart racing with anticipation. Armed with a high-definition camera, he whispers to himself, "This is it." He adjusts the lens, capturing the flickering lights that cast eerie shadows on the walls. The unsettling silence is punctuated only by the distant echo of laughter that sends chills down his spine. He recalls the tales of Willie's ghost, the boy who never left. As he takes a deep breath, he feels a cold breeze brush past him, heightening his senses. He steadies the camera, focusing on the Lincoln bedroom door, which seems to beckon him closer. With each passing moment, the tension escalates, and he knows he's not alone. The haunting is about to reveal itself, and Alex is determined to capture every spine-tingling second. The staff member steadies his camera, heart racing as he captures the eerie ambience of the White House. Shadows dance along the walls, and an unsettling chill fills the air. Suddenly, he feels a tug at his sleeve, a sensation so foreign and terrifying that it sends shivers down his spine. As he turns, the darkness seems to thicken, swirling around him like a living entity. He gasps, the camera shaking as he struggles to maintain his composure. Just then, unseen hands grip him tightly, pulling him into the abyss. His breath quickens, and panic sets in as he realizes he's losing control. The last thing the audience sees is a glimpse of his terrified face, swallowed by the inky blackness, leaving viewers breathless and questioning what horrors lie within the haunted halls. The screen fades to black, amplifying the chilling atmosphere of the unknown. As the staff member disappears into the darkness, the atmosphere thickens with tension. Suddenly, the haunting laughter of a boy fills the air, echoing through the empty halls of the White House. This eerie sound amplifies the fear and uncertainty surrounding Willie's ghost, a spirit that has lingered far too long. The guards, once dismissive of the strange occurrences, now feel a chill run down their spines as the laughter reverberates off the walls, a chilling reminder of the past. The laughter, innocent yet unsettling, transforms the once mundane night shift into a nightmare. Each echo seems to taunt the living, a playful reminder of the unresolved grief that binds Willie to this world. The guards exchange nervous glances, their hearts racing as they realize they are not alone. The haunting presence of Willie Lincoln is palpable, leaving a lasting impression of dread and sorrow. As the haunting unfolds, the atmosphere thickens, enveloping the viewer in an unsettling embrace. The chilling sound design plays a crucial role, weaving together old piano melodies that echo through the empty halls, reminiscent of a bygone era. Each note reverberates with sorrow, stirring memories of loss and longing. Distorted child laughter, both innocent and eerie, punctuates the silence, sending shivers down the spine. It dances through the air, intertwining with the melancholic piano, creating a symphony of dread that heightens the horror experience. The laughter feels almost tangible, as if it's beckoning the living to acknowledge the presence of the past. This auditory landscape immerses the audience deeper into the narrative, making them acutely aware of the unseen forces at play, amplifying the tension and leaving them breathless as they await the next chilling revelation. The camera glides silently through the dimly lit corridors of the White House, where shadows dance against the walls, creating an unsettling atmosphere. Flickering candle flames cast ghostly silhouettes, revealing the intricate details of the historic rooms. Dust motes float in the air, illuminated by the soft, wavering light, hinting at the passage of time and the weight of untold stories. Portraits of past presidents gaze solemnly from their frames, their eyes seemingly following the viewer, adding to the eerie sensation. The faint sound of creaking floorboards echoes in the silence, as if the house itself is alive, whispering secrets of its haunted past. The camera lingers on a forgotten toy left in a corner, a poignant reminder of childhood innocence lost, amplifying the haunting ambience that envelops the White House, where history and sorrow intertwine. As the night deepens, the atmosphere thickens with an unsettling tension that grips the heart. Shadows dance along the walls, and the air feels charged with an unseen presence. Each creak of the floorboards echoes like a heartbeat, amplifying the guards' unease. They exchange wary glances, their mundane routine shattered by the inexplicable. The soft laughter returns, a haunting melody that sends chills down their spines. With every passing second, the laughter grows closer, more distinct, as if beckoning them into the darkness. The guards' breaths quicken, and their instincts scream to flee, yet curiosity binds them to the spot. Suddenly, the lights flicker violently, and a cold breeze sweeps through the hall, leaving them in a state of paralyzing fear. The tension mounts, and just as they think it can't escalate further, a chilling scream pierces the silence, propelling them into the heart of the haunting. As the tension in the White House reaches its peak, the camera shifts its focus to the Lincoln bedroom door. In a hauntingly slow motion, the door begins to close on its own, creaking softly, as if resisting the inevitable. This eerie moment symbolizes the unresolved nature of the haunting, encapsulating the lingering presence of Willie Lincoln's spirit. The dim light from the hallway casts unsettling shadows, enhancing the sense of mystery surrounding the room. The door's movement feels both deliberate and ghostly, as if it is a final farewell from a lost child. The audience is left to ponder the implications of this act, questioning whether the spirit of Willie will ever find peace. This chilling visual serves as a poignant reminder of grief that remains unaddressed, leaving the haunting legacy of the past to linger in the present. As the tension reaches its peak, the atmosphere thickens with an unsettling silence. Suddenly, a faint child's voice breaks through, whispering, "I'm still here." The words hang in the air, reverberating through the empty halls of the White House like a haunting echo of lost innocence. The camera captures the dimly lit surroundings, where shadows dance ominously, hinting at the presence of something otherworldly. Just as the weight of the moment settles, the screen abruptly cuts to black. This sudden darkness leaves the audience in a state of chilling unease, forcing them to confront the lingering question of what truly resides within the walls of this historic building. The whisper serves as a haunting reminder of the unresolved grief that binds the living to the dead, leaving viewers with a profound sense of mystery and dread. As the screen fades to black, a profound silence envelops the audience, creating a moment of reflection. The echoes of Willie Lincoln's spirit linger in the air, a haunting reminder of the unresolved grief that shadows the White House. The legacy of a young boy, lost too soon, intertwines with the sorrow of a mother desperately seeking connection beyond the grave. This silence is not merely an absence of sound, it is a space filled with the weight of history and emotion. Viewers are left to ponder the impact of loss, the fragility of life, and the haunting presence of those we love. In this stillness, the spirit of Willie Lincoln serves as a poignant symbol of how unresolved grief can transcend time, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those left behind. The story concludes, but the echoes of Willie's legacy resonate on,